It's 1:50 in the morning. It is very, I don't know if you'd call it early or late, but I need to go ahead and get to sleep. But before that, I even have to do some physics. I am taking a physics online class, and since I live in Florida, it will be through FLVS, Florida Virtual School, I think it is. But so it's late, and I need to go ahead and do this one quickly. Today, I went and woke up around 10, hoping to get some work done. Didn't even get out of bed until 1. Just laid there, turned on my computer, and just started go ahead watching YouTube. Yeah. So my productivity was not as good as it should have been. But for 3 hours I did that until I got hungry enough that I needed to go ahead and do something at all. Or anything at all. So I went and got up, went outside, asked my mother what we had in the house for food. She said she was going to cook grilled cheese, so I said fine. Asked her to get me some, and just went ahead and just went back inside. Just checking online for some random things. Mostly just go ahead and seeing if anyone posted any new videos I would enjoy. But no. Eventually she went and made food. Grilled cheese. That was not a good idea to eat. I ended up right after eating the grilled cheese, I heard that my brother was out picking up a friend, that those two were going to work out. So I don't know why this just got me to do this, but it made me feel like going outside and doing some working out. I spent a small amount of time stretching, and then went and did some basic benching and curls. Oh, it did not feel good. I really hope that my upper body starts to feel better, because this pain, I know it's not going to stay long into this, but it is not a good feeling. It feels like every time I try to do any sort of physical workout, especially upper body after the first day, it feels like I'm going ahead and ripping my chest and just stabbing a knife in it and just tearing it across. So I didn't do too much physical upper body, but when they showed up finally, I went ahead and have been already working out for about 20 minutes. So I went and they started off with cardio. Just a simple thing, running up and down the street, just 4 jogs and 1 sprint. Not a very long distance, but it's the first time I've been doing any sort of jogging or running since a year ago. And right before that, I went and ate 2 grilled cheese sandwiches and milk. Here's a tip for anyone who wants to go ahead and get into working out. Don't eat grilled cheese or drink milk before any sort of physical workout, especially cardio workouts. Because even after the first small jog, not even a minute of a jog, I felt like I was going and getting nauseous. By the 4th one, I just wanted to go ahead and get as far ahead of the other 2 as possible, with my brother and his friend, as far as possible, so that I could be farther away from that sprint, because I knew once I reached the sprint, I was not going to be able to sprint I'd be still jogging, cause I couldn't go ahead and go any faster. I felt like falling over. Not because I was tired, but because I couldn't keep my balance that much. So I went and did the sprint and pretty much went immediately inside. And inside, I was going to take a shower and just sat down with my head on a table, like my head on my arms resting on the table, just breathing in and out for about 5 minutes. Instead of going in and taking a shower, I wasn't doing that. Then I went inside. Okay, this is getting to a point I know what's going to happen. I just went over to the toilet, and it was not a nice thing. Well, I ended up kneeling on the ground throwing up, but I was really sweaty from the running, but after throwing up goes ahead and feels like your whole entire body is getting wrecked. Your legs go extremely weak, your balance feels a little bit off, your nostrils and sinuses get cleared. I'm happy about that part, but everything else goes wrong, and especially if you are sweating at all beforehand, you'll be drenched in sweat by the end of it. But I ended up throwing up everything I ate. So I was drenched in sweat, and I was kneeling on the tile in my bathroom because I was throwing up. Getting up was so hard because I kept on slipping. It was horrible, the experience in general. After that, I pretty much just pulled myself up, walked to the refrigerator and getting a Gatorade, because the bottles of water in the refrigerator were not cold enough. Weren't in there long enough. But doing that, just chugged it. Walked around for a little bit, and just to go make sure that I could gain my balance, and then went and took a shower. I needed that shower, but I need to go ahead and not eat grilled cheese and drink milk before running. That is not a good idea. Okay, but after that, I was out of it for a while. Took a shower, got cleaned up. I just felt like laying down and going to sleep. I woke up in an hour hungry again because I didn't have anything in my stomach. So my mom, I asked what time it was. It was already dinner time. Sorry if it looks like my nose just making that. It's 2 AM already. My allergies go ahead. If you don't have enough sleep, your allergies get messed up usually. That's why when people wake up, some people have issues with the nose, dripping, teary eyes. Some people it's just yawning, and yawning. But some people, their nose just lose control of its mucus production, and it affects me. But yeah, she went in. I woke up and it was already dinner time. Yippee! She went in and cooked. Well, she's starting to eat. My mother's trying to start to eat healthy again. I'm saying again because she has tried this many times and have always failed. If she succeeds now, I will be happy, but I do not have my hopes up. She's tried a lot. At least she keeps trying, but she keeps trying for small amounts of time. I swear I haven't felt perfectly fine for any of these when it comes to my stomach. And now I have no nasal problems right now. So she was trying to eat healthy, so instead of she wanted to cook spaghetti and meatballs, or she told me that. But then she went and cooked veggie spaghetti, which I'm not sure what that is, and meatballs. Well, both were overcooked, and I do not know what most people think is most important with food, but for me, it's not the taste or nutrition, it's the texture. And if you overcook spaghetti, it becomes soggy pasta. And that does not feel good. It has a horrible texture. So I couldn't eat too much of it. And the meatballs just fell apart. There's supposed to be balls that are like clump meat all together. Well, they were cooked too long and were falling apart and had a way too soft texture. So I didn't get to enjoy that too much. After that, I got to go out to a venue where my mom, brother, and they still play poker. I used to play poker there. I used to go ahead and play in a poker league, but I decided that until I finish high school, I would not be playing just so I can focus on school. Well, I still show up once in a while not to play, but because they have food there. In case some people don't know, by venue I mean they play at a restaurant usually, different restaurant each night. Oh, they have several restaurants each night and it's a weekly thing. And they go ahead and have like a bunch of weeks in each season. They do points for this. They don't actually go ahead and give out money, but there's no money involved. The only money that does get involved is like tipping the dealer because he's dealing the cards for you. Why not? If you don't, go ahead and if no one tips, why would you go ahead and have any reason to go ahead and deal cards? So it's just a general thing for people to tip the dealer when they're playing cards. But that's the only part of money that actually shows up is tipping the dealer. Yeah, but my brother and my mother went played, and I got to see so many people that I haven't seen for some a month, some 3 months, and some even longer than that. But there was one person there that I really wanted to go ahead and see what he looked like without hair, since I've known him for about 1.5 years now, and he has not seen me after a haircut. I think the shortest my hair was when he saw me was around shoulder height. But yeah, yesterday I had the same idea if there was one person that I wanted to show in particular, but then it didn't work out. So there was one person today. Didn't work out at surprise them either. Yesterday it was a dealer named Al that has been my friend, my brother's friend, my mom's friend since he was in high school. Well, he was in the same, or he was playing football with my brother for our high school's football team at that time. But since they are high school, he went and started dealing poker, and my brother played poker. So they still got to hang out. But yesterday, I wanted to go ahead and show him my haircut, and he wasn't surprised whatsoever, because my brother kept on telling him over and over and over that I was getting a haircut. I'm pretty sure he stated this in yesterday's vlog. Well, today, it wasn't my brother who went and spoiled it. It was my dad. Somehow, my dad actually went out to poker again, even though he stopped playing for so long. He didn't even go to play poker. He went to a restaurant that he hates to go and eat food with a friend that goes in. He hasn't got to see him while. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. Has to go and pick the night where Ernest, he is a dealer in the league I played at. He has been my friend for a year and a half. I want to show him my haircut. My dad goes and meets him yesterday at a different venue and goes and shows him picture after picture after picture, showing him all the ones that he took on his phone, even though I told him to not do anything of that sort of showing those or posting those to anyone until Sunday. Well, today's Saturday, and that was Friday when he showed them. And not just to Ernest, but to everyone at that venue that night. And there were a lot of people there that knew me, especially one other person that I did want to go ahead and show to whenever I got to go and see him, most likely next Saturday. But yeah, my dad showed him the pictures as well, so the two people I want to surprise the most, or let's make it 3 people I want to surprise the most, all gets the surprise spoiled or ruined. Now there's still just like a few people left I want to show, but I don't think my mom, dad, stepmom, brother, none of them can go ahead and spoil it this time, since the people I want to show, the remainder of the people I want to show now are going to be at the high school I go to, and well, my mom, my dad, none of them have contact with them, which means I finally get to surprise someone with this and actually get an honest reaction. So I'll be go ahead and enjoying that on Tuesday. There is no school on Monday for some reason. I think it's like a teacher duty day or professional duty day, where the teachers just deal with getting lesson plans set up for 3rd quarter or something like that, or 4th quarter. It just gives me another day to go ahead and relax at least. Okay, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. At least I got to see the reaction of another dealer. A lot of my friends are or either poker players or poker dealers when it came to going out there, but the only reason why I go out there was usually poker, so yeah, they play poker. But another one of the people that I got to show that I didn't even expect to see him. Well, I don't really know his real name because everyone calls him Turtle. Turtle, Turtle, Turtle. But that's, I didn't get it at first, and I still don't know why. I still don't know why he's called that. But that's all I know him by. And it doesn't even feel weird calling him that. Oh my god, my nose is itchy. But it doesn't feel weird calling him the name of an aquatic animal. But yeah, so he was a poker dealer. He went ahead and quit, what, I'd say 4, maybe 5 months ago. And this is the first time I've seen him since then. And he just came out because he wanted to play the game poker, and he quit because of time issues. He wanted to go ahead and spend more time with his girlfriend, and he went ahead and being a poker dealer took up too much time since he was a really good dealer, and the league, the people who run the league, really wanted and had him helping with a lot of things. He was a very good dealer, so his time went in with putting stress on the relationship, and I shouldn't be going too much into his personal life, but he went in and stopped dealing and been focusing on keeping up the relationship, and I think he got another job as a chef or something like that. But I haven't got to see him since he went and quit until today. And he finally was one of the people to give me a good reaction. My hair is all fuzzed up because of him. Because his reaction was walking up to me go like this. Oh wait, I need to put down this beer. And then shaking up my hair. Fuzzing up, like, he actually had one of the good reactions. I don't even remember the words he said, but it was humorous. Of course, there was a bunch of people who went and did the usual thing that they think it's really nice what I was doing was donating the hair. I'm like, thank you, but it never was too much of an important thing. I grew out my hair, cut it. It's not like it was a huge public deal that people went and filmed and are spreading on Facebook right this second. Okay, but all those people, pretty much everyone there was like 50 people there that I know, all just to go ahead and play poker and have fun, which is why I like playing poker. But yeah, didn't get to. But after go ahead and going there, eating, I went and got to run into another person that I haven't seen in a long time. He was, well, I won't say his name, well, because he's a fireman. Don't know if firemen are supposed to play poker. Why not? It's a good hobby, and it's not illegal, not even using money whatsoever. So, but might not be associated with it. But he's a fireman, extremely buffed, like huge muscles, extremely fit. And then his wife, oh my god, they're both at peak fitness, and they both pretty much look like the stereotypical thing you would assume for what they would go ahead and, or people at the peak fitness you'd assume was how, or a huge buff guy and then a woman completely slender. Oh, she went in more like a two-piece dress that went in exposed to sun, but completely flat and has abs, and they look like the peak of fitness, both of them, except for a cocky attitude. They do not have that, or they don't have the look of it. I haven't went ahead and talked too much to them to get into personality wise, so I don't know if they actually do hold any cockiness or not. But when it comes to, like, everyone there has a certain amount of cockiness because they have to have confidence to bluff or to trick people when it comes to poker. But when it comes to personality wise, I haven't seen too much about that. But I got to run with them, and I was able to ask them what was some good, or specifically asked what was a good workout for losing fat or getting rid of fat. His first answer was immediately running. Then he replaced it with swimming, saying swimming was first and then running second. But I know that both those go ahead and burn fat and muscle, so I asked him again, like more precise, what would be a good workout for burning more fat and less muscle? He went and said incline. Go ahead and doing like stair steppers, incline on treadmill, climbing hills, stuff like that. But he went and warned me that you are not supposed to go and raise up your heart rate too much, because if you do that, then it will go ahead and still be burning the muscle. And if your goal is only to burn fat, then you just have to go ahead and keep it at a moderate workout the whole way through. Well, I'm fine. I'll go ahead and introduce some, like doing a stair stepping machine, like climbing that for an hour, into my daily routine once I go ahead and get a gym membership or something. Until then, I got running without grilled cheese. I'm not doing that again. But I'll be trying to do running. We have a pool in our backyard, so I could go ahead and do swimming. But it's kinda green and has a bunch of moss. It looks like a swamp. We need to clean it before I can do any swimming in it. Yeah. But he gave me some good tips with working out. He immediately said that the fries I was eating were already an issue and I wasn't going to lose weight with eating those. I can't argue that. I didn't go ahead and change my diet. I'm going to change that later on. The first week of my workout is supposed to be just to wake up my body. Second week is to go ahead and introduce cardio. Third week is when I'll start restricting my drinks, getting rid of Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, stuff like that, bad beverages. And then the fourth week of it is when I'll start restricting my food a little bit more as well, but not too much. I want to go ahead and be able to enjoy my food a little bit more. I don't want to give up that until right before college, but yeah, I'll be restricting them a little bit. I forgot to check my weight for the past few days, but I'm pretty sure if I did check it, it would be just me gaining weight until this, like tomorrow morning, where since I pretty much ate one meal today and threw up one meal, so I didn't even get anything from it. The second meal I ate but in a small portion, and then I had a snack, just some french fries later on in the day. And besides that, I went and did running to the point of me getting into a deep sweat. I think today would be the first time that I actually might lose weight, but it was not an enjoyable experience with losing it. I'll say that. Yeah. These vlogs are getting longer and longer. I guess that's what happens when you have a day that you can talk about. There's a lot of stuff that happens, and I can give some detail, I guess. Yeah. And there was a lot that I actually cut out from this, which honestly I shouldn't go into too much detail about other people's lives, so I shouldn't go ahead and go into like the conversation I have with people, because most people in the league go ahead and drink as well and smoke because they have a lot of stress and they have to deal with the issues like everyone else. Though some people do one way, some people do the other, but they are willing to talk about their issues when they're playing poker, talk to whoever's sitting next to them. So those things like that, I don't really think I should go ahead and go into deep detail with, like, other people's problems. They're their lives. I'll go ahead and talk to them about it, and if they tell me, they tell me, but I don't think I should go ahead and tell everyone on the internet, so I won't. Okay. Now that all that's done, I have to do some physics. So, thank you for watching. Have a good day.